Hello, and welcome to North 100 Showdown, a Canadian Highlander throwdown. My name is Serge. Joining me today, I've got a Wheeler.
Hi.
We got a Ben on tech.
Hi.
Oh. And hi to you and all your support over at the Patreon, over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. It lets you say hi to us. Hi, and yes, I would like to support you and all the content that you do. Speaking of which, if you don't know anything about the format, if you want to see the lists that we're playing today, you can find all of that information in the description down below. Food fight, food fight, food fight. This is a list that I have been wanting to build for actual years now. And I did it. This is an Abzan version. It could be easily confused with one of the Lord of the Rings Commander precons. Except I added a bunch of mocks into it and a bunch of cards from Eldraine.
Okay. That kind of describes Highlander decks.
I guess so, yeah.
Added mocks in and cards from Eldraine.
Yeah, it just tries to play a density of synergy cards that care about the number of artifacts in play and gaining life. And it's kind of cool. I don't know if it's good yet, but it's got a good place in my heart. The points are Mox Emerald, Mox, the black one. Jet, thank you. I kept saying Opal, which is not any of them.
No.
And Demonic Tutor, 9 points.
Okay.
What have you brought?
I have brought I don't want to call it a clues deck, because then we're going to get the people that type about you being on Sultai Ninjas in the audience losing their mind. But I figured with the release of Murders of Karlov Manor, I should play some of these cards and investigate, because you're making artifacts that have an activated ability, cost 2. Why don't I make them?
Okay.
So I'm playing a blue-white artifact list, kind of similar to one that we've played before that was top 8.
The Davy B, yeah.
Yeah. But I shoved a bunch of cards with Investigate on it.
Sick.
Yeah.
Are you playing Hard Evidence?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Maybe?
I don't know how deep you've gone, so I'm very curious about
I'm playing both Thraben Inspectors.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
I'm playing the really handsome guy who...
Me? Thank you.
No, the guy that Sphinx's Revelations when you...
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I looked at that and I thought, no.
I mean, I got a lot of mana.
Okay.
It'll probably be fine.
All right. Now, dear viewers, I need you to know something. He's got a witch on the payroll or something, because he can't keep getting away with rolling die and winning. So here's what happened. I picked 2d6. I picked the dice. Then I made him roll first, because he always rolls second. And even then, he rolled a 10. And I rolled a 5.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do to get the, here? Do I have to, put them on my head and then drop them? That's a 4. Okay, that's a 9.
He rolled a 9.
Okay,
he rolled a 9.
Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going first.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. He rolled a 9 on a d6?
On 2d6.
Oh.
If I rolled a 9 on 1d6.
That's like, maybe that's why he keeps winning.
Have I been looking at it upside down this whole time?
Ooh, I guess my 18.
Anyways, Wheeler's going to be playing first. Good luck. Godspeed.
Blinkmoth Nexus.
What a start.
Mox Pearl.
Oh, Jesus. That's actually a start.
Arcbound Ravager.
Oh, no.
Go ahead. I'll take one of those green D6s.
Oh, no. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to play a Marsh Flats, and I'm going to ask you to show me all of your secrets by casting a Duress.
Good news. I've got an Urza. I've got a land. I got a Naganjo, and I have an Inventor's Fair.
What part of that is good news?
Well, it's good for me.
So what you're telling me is I miss.
Yep.
Do you have blue? You have 1 blue.
I got 1 blue.
I have to play around an 8 Gonjo. That's unfortunate. Hold on. Do I want a green? Yes. I want a greeny blacky.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will pass to you.
Untap. Draw.
Urza. Potentially off turn 3. Turn Thurza.
Turn Thurza. I'm going to animate Blinkmoth Nexus.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to hit you for 2.
Literally the last card.
And then I'm going to pass.
You could sack your board and hit me for more. You know?
Could.
Yeah. You know.
No.
Just saying. Just saying.
Oh, I guess I should maybe. No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Man, Arcbound Ravager.
God, I love this card.
God, I love that card. Whew. What a beautiful card.
Totally fair, too.
Oh, just the fairest.
Yep, just does reasonable things.
Yep. Polluted Delta, I'm going to lose another life and cast a Mary Doc Brandy Buck. It's a 2-mana 2/2 legendary halfling cleric. Whenever one or more halflings you control attack, create a food.
Halfling citizen. If you've read the novels, I think you'll find that Mary is anything but the clergy.
Did I say halfling cleric?
Yep.
My apologies.
No,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Sorry to all the Meriadoc enthusiasts out there.
Meriadoc enthusiast.
Meriadoc enthusiasts. Help.
Please help.
All right. As long as he doesn't rip another blue source, we're not the most.
That's for you to decide. You have to cut my deck. You have to seal your own fate. Remember when you ripped the Blood Artist?
Right off the
God,
top,
that was
yeah.
good, huh?
Sure.
Sure.
But to me, that was bad, Wheeler.
Different strokes, I guess.
What's the worst card in your deck?
Oh, there's a lot.
Oh,
I might be on Ornithopter. I
All
don't
right,
remember.
there you go. Yeah.
I'm sure it's bad.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
it's not the best. You're a fan of this, and I like this card as well.
Inventor's Fair, yeah.
I'll
Big
play
fan.
Inventor's
Big
Fair.
fan.
Big fan. Etched Champion,
Yeah. I am a big fan of that card.
and I'm going to pass.
That sucks. Untap drop.
When I cracked my fetch, the top card was Alquist Prost, or whatever his name was, the handsome man that
Sphinx
Sphinx
his revs all the
and I
time.
was
Yeah.
so upset. I was like,
Oh, goodbye forever. So you currently have 1, 2, 3 artifacts. I currently have none food.
same here. I haven't eaten all day. Oh, no.
All day.
All day, baby.
That's a long time to have not eaten.
Well, takes me back to my younger years when I used to win tournaments.
All right, I'm going to play a Gaia's Cradle. I'm going to tap 3 mana, and I'm going to cast a Greta Sweet Tooth Scourge.
Ooh.
3 mana, 3/3 legendary human warrior. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. 1 green and sack of food. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature activated as a sorcery. And 1 black, sack of food, draw a card, lose an life.
That's pretty good.
Pass.
Again, 1. Ooh. Oh, well, that's a good draw.
Vinner's Fair is 3 artifacts, gain a life on your upkeep,
Yep.
4 and sack tutor for any artifact in your deck. Yeah,
Mox Sapphire.
that is a good. You have the double Mox?
I have the double
Oh my
Mox.
God.
Although usually people mention double Mox before turn. I guess this is turn 4. That's still pretty broken.
Yeah, double Mox on turn 4 is quite good.
Yeah,
quite good.
these cards aren't okay.
And Vinner's Fair is one that's missing from my deck. I don't know. I'd like it better in yours.
Yeah.
Because I'm not all in and playing the artifact lands and stuff, but I digress. 4 mana. Blue Mox is also Urzamot mana, which is a problem.
But is it a... Do I want to cast it? I mean, Urza's kind of broken.
Yep. And you get a huge construct.
But I kind of just want to slam this. I think I'm actually making a different play here.
Okay.
I'm going to go to combat.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack you for 2.
I'm at 14.
I'm going to tap 5.
Oh.
I'm going to play a Batterskull.
Oh.
Trigger. Make a germ token.
Oh, Lord.
And pass.
That is an problem.
This pushes the same amount of damage as Urza, and I can use Urza and double spell next turn by having the Batterskull in play.
Sheodred.
Yep.
Godless Shrine tapped. This is a problem. Pass.
I gain 1 in my upkeep from Veteran's Fair.
Yep.
I draw and go to 19.
Yep.
Urza, Lord High Artificer.
Oh, hi. Yeah, that's a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Combat.
Yeah.
The Germ token and the Etch Champion.
So it's currently just a 4/4.
Yep.
You don't have the ability, even if you sacrifice an artifact, you can't put it on the germ because it's not.
Because it's a Germ.
Yeah.
You do know about a card I have in my hand.
Oh, right, a Ganjo, which you can cast for, no, it costs me 2 mana currently. So that doesn't, I think I just get to block it for free.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Why am I
I mean,
wrong?
because I can tap an untap artifact to add a blue.
Oh, you can still, you do have a Ganjo mana. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I am, yes, thank you. Onboard tricks. I'll take 6.
Okay.
I'm at 8.
I gained 4.
Yeah.
23.
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right, untap. Draw for the turn, gain 2 life. I'm at 10. I gained 2. Please hold.
Holding.
So I do that. I mean, I still think that works. I do that. I do that. All right. For black, I'm going to cast the Tempt with Treats side of the Gumdrop Witch
Yep.
to make a second food token. And then I'm going to float 3 mana, use one of them to sacrifice one of the food to gain 3 life. I go up to 15. Then I've got 2 green floating and 1. I'm going to cast the Gumdrop Poisoner. When it enters the battlefield, up to 1 target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the amount of life you've gained. That's 5 currently. I'd like to kill Urza.
That is understandable.
I can't even attack because your construct is huge. But we're getting closer. I gained 5 life in a turn. I killed Urza. I think that's a respectable turn.
Pretty good.
It's an okay turn so far. If I pass, next turn you attack me for not the most. So that's okay. I pass.
Untap. I gain 1 from Inventor's Fair.
Yep.
I draw and lose 2 from Shieldred. I'm going to play a Razortide Bridge. It's my land. I'm going to tap 5. I'm going to put the Batterskull on Etch Champion.
You killed your germ.
I know.
Oh, Jeremy.
I know. I kill 99% of all germs.
What are you, tied?
Or Windex, take your pick. I knew it was one of those companies. I'm going to attack you for 6.
6 unblockable puts me down to 7.
And I go up to 28.
Yep.
Go ahead. Ooh.
Yep. Untap. I will draw and gain 2. Access to 4 mana off Cradle. How do I not die? I think I can outrace you with the food tokens, which is kind of cool, but I don't know at what point I actually start to get pushing damage because you're thick. How many cards do you have?
2.
I know that one of them is a Ganjo.
A Ganjo and Unknown.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Let's add 4 mana. 4 mana and a white. I'm going to cast, let me just check the sequencing here. Astrid Path. 2 mana, 2/2 legendary human. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. And then whenever you sacrifice a clue token, you may explore. And then, so I had 4, I've got 3 floating. I'm going to cast Rapacious Guest using a black. So I've got 1 floating. Rapacious Guest is a 3 mana, 2/2 menace halfling citizen. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a food token. Whenever you sacrifice a food, put a +1/+1 counter on the guest. And when it leaves the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to its power.
Whoa.
I should have 1 green floating still.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is I can't attack here, which is really tricksy. I'm going to use 1 and 1 here. Sacrifice one of the foods to gain 3 life, puts me up to 12. When that happens, I put a +1/+1 counter on the guest, and then I also get to explore.
Yep.
Pardon me, I saw the top card. I revealed an Elves of Deep Shadow. I'm going to put that into my graveyard. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter here. And then I don't know the bottom card, but I'm going to shuffle my deck. Just randomize the deck because I saw an extra card there. Yeah, my attacks are bad here, but I think I can actually gain at least 6 life per turn going forward.
Okay.
I hope. I'm getting 5 life per turn right now, so you are netting 1, but we'll get there. Go to you.
Untap. Gain 1, draw a card, lose 2. Okay.
Would you like to cut?
I need to do some math here.
Yep.
Man, I know it's like, obviously in this matchup it's cracked, but like, I could see even just in any sort of one Bane of Progress being kind of sick in your deck.
Oh
No,
my god.
And you have no idea how many people used to play that card.
Oh
Yeah.
my
At YG.
Yeah.
Oh, just would
my God.
ruin my evening.
Yeah.
Even before we started
Yeah.
ruining my evening.
Yeah. Okay, I think I've got you dead here.
Oh, really? I'm curious.
Go to play a Gonjo.
Okay.
I'm going to play 3-bit Inspector.
Yeah, you got a clue?
Makes a clue.
Yeah,
I'll use a fancy new clue.
sure.
I'm going to then tap 4
Uh-huh. Crack the
and
Inventor's
crack
Fair.
my Inventor's Fair.
Okay.
And I'll grab...
It's like cranial plating is interesting, but I don't think you have the mana to equip it.
I'll just grab Mox Opal.
Okay.
I'll play Mox Opal.
Yeah.
I assume. Oh, I see the line.
Yeah. I'm going to animate Inkmoth Nexus, or Blinkmoth Nexus.
Oh, you want to
excuse
stack
me.
everything to that and try and make it big enough to hit me for 12?
No, I'm going to just do it to this. I'm going to go to combat.
Yeah.
You can't block.
Correct.
So 6, sacrifice this to Ravager.
Yep.
1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4,
Yep.
5, 6.
Yeah, and then Ravager is one of the few things that can sacrifice itself to itself.
Yep. So I
And
sack
then
this. I'm done.
modular, move all the +1/+1 counters over and hit me for lethal.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Woo. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's the thing you got to worry about with that card the whole time. My Kingdom for a removal spell.
Yeah, that felt like. I mean, Edge Champion's pretty good.
I mean, yeah, protection from all colors is a little bit frustrating.
Yeah. I would probably say that drawing and Mox in my opener, pretty good.
Yeah.
And then drawing that Mox, which allows me to also just play another land, is pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I had the removal spell. I did kill Urza,
Yeah.
which is obviously correct.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, saying I want a removal spell is kind of awkward there because I'm dead to the Etch Champion. So I don't really have a removal spell for the Etch Champion.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. You need, like, you're not racing me necessarily because you're not putting pressure on me.
Well, I can't. Like, we're in a pressureless situation where you have a
Yes.
protection from everything, life linking 6/6.
Yeah, you got to get rid of that battery
With
skull.
vigilance.
Yeah. That's never tapping.
Yeah.
And the menace threat's interesting there. But like, I was developing my board in an interesting way. I
Yeah.
think I'm starting to put on a kind of a weird form of pressure there.
There's inevitability where if you draw if you get your engine kind of pieces.
The fact that my engine pieces depended on attack there was kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, you were saying.
Oh no, it's just that again, using your engine pieces to prolong your life so that you just disrupt the one card you actually care about, the Batterskull in that scenario.
Yeah.
Because Etch Champion, even if I put a bunch of counters onto my Etch Champion, you can race that
Pretty close.
with the life gain and the ability to actually attack me.
Yeah.
Being pretty important.
I have cheated.
Nice.
Thank you. It's okay, I need a mulligan anyways.
None of these are clues.
You only had one clue last game. For your Blues Clues deck over there. Oh, is this going to be a Serge Ninja all over again,
Are
buddy?
you going to... There's no way your toxic masculinity is going to get me to mulligan this. Although...
Wait, no, I wasn't saying that about clues. I was just saying that about your deck building in general.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, this hand has a card that says investigate.
Oh, you got a clue.
So I think I keep
I'm
this.
proud of you.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah,
He made a clue last game.
Yeah, I made a clue. And you know what? That clue was important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
Nah, not really.
No.
I don't think
He
it
had
was.
other things to
I
say.
had a couple over damage.
Yeah.
Or over lethal.
Just a little bit there, bud. Yeah. Not a lot. Not a lot.
Not by a lot, though.
Not by much. Man, if I got you, I can't even get you with the solitude there.
That's champion, I'll tell you.
Etch
There you
Champion.
go.
As the premier Etch Champion pilot of the format,
Okay. We sure about that?
I know a thing or two about Etch Champion. Let me tell you. I can keep this.
Okay.
6, yeah. Put that on the bottom. Good luck to you, friends.
Good luck.
We're going to lead with a Scrubland Deathrite Shaman
Ooh, okay.
and say, pass the turn.
Mishra's Factory.
Ooh.
Aether Spellbomb.
Is that the one that bounces a creature?
Yeah.
Sick. Well, you didn't play the fetch land, which is very rude, so I'm going to play this Restless Cottage tapped.
Okay.
And then get you for 1.
19.
Pass.
Ooh. Gonna shock myself down to 17.
Yep.
I'm gonna play Smuggler's Copter.
Ooh, the old looter scooter's back.
Little lootin', little scootin'.
Oh, you love to see it. All right, I'm going to play a Swamp. And then I'm going to cast a Rapacious Guest.
Yep.
So 3 mana, 2/2 menace. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, create a food token. DM, I do that. Hit you for 1, make a food token. Whenever you sack a food, it gets a +1/+1. And when it leaves the battlefield, opponent loses life equal to its power.
That card's really good. Oh,
I agree. Pass.
Untap. Draw. Okie dokie. I'm gonna start with an... Ooh, that's bad, because you can attack with that. But this uses less mana. So I'm gonna play an Emery.
Hi, Emery.
Reduce because of these two.
Sure.
I'm gonna mill a Master of Ethereum, a Curse of the Filched Falcon, an Island, and a Windswept Heath.
Yep.
Case.
A Case of the Case of the Cursed Falcon.
Yep.
I did it in 1.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Case of the flubbed line read.
Case of the
Yep.
Flatulent Copter. I'm going to attack with a Looter Scooter. I'm going to loot. Ooh, and I'm going to scoot this Batterskull into the graveyard.
Okay. Go down to 17.
I'm going to play a Marsh Flats. And I'm going to pass. Uh-huh. You're awfully quiet, Serge.
Thank you. So Emery lets you cast an artifact from your graveyard once per turn.
Yep, but I have to target it.
You have to target it.
Yeah, so I would like activate this,
Yeah.
trigger on the stack,
Yeah.
targeting Master of Ethereum.
Yeah, as opposed to Luris, which you don't get priority because you don't know what it is because you're
Yeah.
just casting a spell.
Yep.
Okay. You have 3 mana. I don't see you exploding a ton of mana out. My line here is I activate the Restless Cottage, and I probably hit the the 3-mana one, which is kind of exciting.
Master of Ethereum.
The Master of Ethereum instead of the Batterskull, and I have a turn for the Batterskull.
I do have the spell bomb though, the bounce spell bomb. Oh. So if you use your mana to set up the cottage.
That's fair. That's fair. That is awkward. You do have the spell bomb though. Mm-hmm. True though.
True bestie.
In which case, I'm going to play this Godless Shrine.
Yep.
And I need to think about if I want it tapped or untapped.
Sure.
I don't know. Actually, give me a second. Yeah, we're going to go untapped down to 15. Then we're going to attack you with the guest. I'd like to go to combat. I'm sorry.
I'm going to fetch.
Pardon me.
This does give you an opportunity to boot up the cottage if you want, but I'm going to grab a Tundra and I'm going to Fateful Absence the Rapacious Guest.
Oh, so I need to ask myself, do I want to crack a food to dome you for 3?
And you investigate.
I do get to investigate.
That's the card that said...
Oh, you know what? That's fine. I like that. Yeah, this is going to die. You're going to take 2. I'm going to get a clue. Mm-hmm. So we said we were going to combat.
Oh, this is embarrassing. I can't find my Tundra.
Oh.
And it's not in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm on 99 cards.
99 cards and you're missing the dual land.
One of them is a Tundra.
Yeah, you gotta love. Every Singleton player has that fear.
It's the Tundra. It's the first land you grab for the deck.
Yeah, dog.
Okay, well...
So my opponent's got an illegal deck.
Serge, you won!
I did, yeah. We're gonna replace it with a basic land. Would you like a plains or an island?
Give me an island.
You got an extra sleeve?
Yeah, I do. Unless I just left exactly Tundra.
1 card in the box?
No. Embarrassing and rude. I can't get an island off this, but that's fine. I can
You
still
can get a plains. You're casting a white spell.
Yeah, I can legally cast this. All right. It's okay. Giving him a handicap here.
I need it.
Yeah.
All right, we're still going to combat, and you know what? I do think I like the idea of the quad beats here. So I'm going to exile one of your fetches. We'll just go with the one on top. We're going to animate the rest of this. I still have a window for this, right? Because we're still going to go to combat.
Yes.
Before I went to combat,
Yeah.
so yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Animate the rest of this cottage. I'm going to attack. We're going to exile your Master of Ethereum.
Yep.
And we're going to make a food token.
And I take 5.
It's a 4/4.
I take 4.
Yeah, I don't have Exalted or anything right now. Okay. So it becomes a 4/4 green horror creature until end of turn. Whenever it attacks, create a food token and exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard.
Okay.
Pass.
Untap. Draw. Trinkmage.
Ooh.
Trigger.
Yep.
I'm going to get my second blue source. I'm going to grab a Mox Sapphire here.
Yep. You're fine.
Don't know if I'm actually playing it or am I going to Emery it because I'm not casting anything else. I could kind of want to keep that up. So if I crew to that, if I draw a land, then this is kind of goofy.
Oh, I see what you mean by the Emery, right? You can discard it to draw another card with a looter scooter. That's kind of cool.
I'm going to crew the Copter.
Yep.
And I'll combat.
Yep.
Loot. Gonna discard this Mox Sapphire.
Yeah. Oh God, what if I enduranced you right now?
then I deserve everything. You take 3.
I'll take 3. I'm at 12.
Second main, I'm
Yep.
going to Emery this Mock Sapphire.
Yep.
I'm going to play it, and I don't know if I want to take another hit from that cottage. I mean, I kind of want to get this in play, so I will. I'm going to play a Skull Clamp.
Okay.
And I'll pass.
Untap, untap. Draw for the turn. You're going to have 5 mana, which is a problem. Which means you can cast the Batterskull from your graveyard, which is a problem.
Wait, why am I going to have 5 mana?
Well, if you play a land drop next turn, you'll have...
I did miss my line drop, though.
Yeah, but again, like, I think I do need to hit you again with the cottage.
Sure.
Instead of developing my board in other unique ways. So I'm going to exile your top fetch land. I'm going to animate the cottage. I'm going to attack you, exile your Batterskull. I'm going to make a food token. You
Yep.
go to 7.
I go to 7.
Which is not as comfortable as you'd think it is. Say go.
You're at 12.
I am at 12. That's what I was at last time when you killed me as well. Just saying.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Funny how that is, huh? Tap 3 to play an Etched Champion.
You don't say. I'm glad you don't have a Batterskull.
I'm
Crew?
going to crew the copter with the
Yep.
champ.
Yep.
And then I am going to go to combat. Oh. I'm going to attack with the copter and the trinket mage.
Okay.
Copter trigger.
Yep.
I'm going to discard a thought monitor.
Do you have enough to get there?
I do. Take 5. I have to play my land
2,
first.
3, 4. Take 5. I go to 7.
I'm going to play my Adhikar Wastes.
Yep.
Turn. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts. I'm going to activate Emery on Thought Monitor.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Thought Monitor.
Yep. It's a
Draw.
good card.
Go ahead.
All right. Untap, untap, untap. Draw for the turn. Find myself in an awkward position with a lot of pressure and not a lot of resources. 3 mana, I'm going to cast Sam, Loyal Attendant. When it enters the battlefield, it gets to find its best friend, Frodo the Adventurous Hobbit. Beginning of combat on my turn, I make a food token, and foods cost 1 to sacrifice instead of 2.
And it's a 2/4.
It's a 2. That's a big 2/4, buddy.
Yowza.
Pardon me.
And you dabbed on me when you sneezed. Interesting.
It's how I live my life, my friend. Sorry, which Frodo am I finding?
Adventurous Hobbit, I believe.
I'm just passing all of these hobbits. There we are. Frodo.
There he is.
Oh,
Oh, Sam. Master Frodo.
big pass Areno there, bud.
Okay. That's kind of interesting.
Oh, I agree. Oh, I'm sorry. I go to combat.
You make him.
As I pass through the turn, I get another food.
Yeah.
That all happens.
I'm going to sacrifice my spell bomb to bounce your Sam.
I would like to respond.
Sure.
I'm at 7. I'm going to exile your island to make a mana.
Yeah.
I'd like to eat a food, gaining 3 life, going up to 10.
10.
And then I'm just going to use regular mana, and I'm going to do that again.
13.
So I'm at 13. Sam is in my hand with Frodo.
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 Oh, Master Frodo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okie dokie.
No. What do you mean 13?
Gonna play a Thraben Inspector.
Yeah, that's okay.
Make a clue.
Uh-huh.
Let's clean up this board a little bit. I'm going to crew my Smuggler's Copter.
Sure.
I'm going to animate my Mistress Factory.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to put a Skull Clamp on Thought Monitor.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to attack Smuggler's Copter trigger. I'll discard this Ancient Tomb and deal you Xaxes.
Yeah. Yeah, you will. So an interesting thing. I'm stuck with a bunch of 3-drops in hand.
I think you cottaged too hard, my dude.
Oh, instead of developing the board? I was really worried about the cards I hit, though.
Were you worried? How scary is Master of Ethereum, really? Or Batterskull? Like, I feel like if I don't have...
With no removal in hand, not great.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like, hitting in for 4 both of those turns without developing my board is a little bit not great. I thought with the sweet, sweet embrace of food and your board not exploding that quickly, maybe we were fine.
This was definitely a board that crept up.
Yeah.
But mostly out of the, like, because you didn't pressure me.
No, I definitely
that
didn't.
much, or you didn't build to the board to
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Got time for one little consolation game there, bud?
Yes, let's.
Love to see it.
I cast 2 cards with Investigate that time.
Oh, yes, but one was for me.
Okay. Well, I'm a generous player.
Okay, so the clues are actually Serge's clues, not Blue's clues.
Look, if you want to cut me to...
I'm not touching your deck. You're not touching dice. Look, you're like a gremlin, man.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
You gotta cut my deck.
Don't let him near electronics either.
Don't feed me after midnight.
Yeah. No water, no food, no electronics. It's best if you actually have like a little lead room that you can put a Wheeler in. just to contain it,
That's
you know?
the setups whenever they send me to a Magic Con.
Oh,
They
yeah.
put me in a dark lead room.
Yeah, and only let them out to play games.
Yeah, they treat me like an SCP? They
I was gonna
treat
say Wheeler shows up in like one of like in the Dalek kind of like machine thing. That's how he has to play.
Money match me. That's my best Dalek impression.
Oh, very good, very good.
Who wants to money draft?
All right, my friend. You're gonna wait. Maybe you should be cutting my deck.
I like how superstitious we've all become.
Yeah.
I'll cut your deck. You want to cut this deck?
No, I'm not touching it.
Please.
Fine. All right, it's okay. All right, let's do this.
Oh, thank God.
Good luck, friend.
Good luck. Oh. Huh?
Don't you owe me. All right, good luck, friend.
Good luck.
I got a forest. I got an elf.
Okay. Planes, go.
Untap. Draw. I've got a wooded foothills that's going to turn into a savanna. Savanna.
Savannah. Turn into the savannah.
There's a couple of knobs I want to turn on this deck. I'm not quite sure where they are yet, but I think I'm like 85 out of 100 on this deck right now, where the cards are at, and there's maybe a couple of the less good food enablers, like that density's there, and it's neat when you're playing a deck like this for the first time. You see a card in your hand, you're like, I can cut this.
Maybe you don't need 2 of the witch. I know that you have 2 of the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, you're just sitting there when the first time, your first pass, right? You're
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna put everything.
Yeah, you just load up everything
Yeah.
and then see what you want to cut.
I've got this Samwise Ganji.
Yep.
So 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield, make a food. So then I'm going to tap the Llanowar Elf for an Elves of Deep Shadow.
I'll respond. I'm going to Swords You Samwise. He loves to farm.
He loves to farm.
He loves to
21. Say go.
Well, you cut the deck, dude. Where's the saga? Stoneforge Mystic.
Those are good ones.
Trigger. Now, I'm not playing Cauldron Complete
Okay.
because somebody needed to borrow it.
Okay.
And I need
You
to make...
would have played it in this deck?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Oh, you have access to Academy, don't you? Well, you're not
No,
playing Academy.
I'm on Mox Soul Ring.
You're on Mox Soul Ring.
But you get a bunch of mana. And you can, like, occasionally replay this. And
Okay.
also, it's just kind of cool.
Sure.
Which also means I don't know what I want. Cranial Plating here doesn't really do much. I'm not on GT. Shadow Spear is okay. I think I'm getting Skull. No, yeah, I'm getting Skull Clamp.
Okay.
Gonna grab Skull Clamp. And then I will pass.
Untap. Draw for the turn. Gonna play a Windswept Heath. Crack it again, going down to 20.
Yep.
I'm not owned. I'm not owned, he screams.
Turning into a corn cob.
Yeah. Looking for a greeny blackie.
Hey, while you're in there, can you look for my Tundra?
No, sorry, dog. Would you like to cut?
I'll cut if you cut.
No cuts.
Okay, I'll cut.
I'll cut if you
Mind
cut.
games. Got it.
Wait, no.
got him.
Hold on. Ooh, actually, you marked a card of mine there, so I'm just going to do that. And then
Was it a good card?
I have no idea. I didn't look.
Okay, that was a test. You passed.
All right. I need a. I can't make that, can I? White, black. Frodo.
Oh, Frodo.
Oh, Frodo. And then I don't have access to a white. I don't have double white either way, so I can't cast Sam this turn.
Frodo.
Frodo. Sam, loyal attendant, is back.
On the escalator again.
Guess who just got back today? It's Sam.
Sam.
Segal. Segal.
Say go. Frodo. This gets a counter.
Yeah.
I'm going to play an Odawara Soaring City. I'm going to pass.
Untap. Draw for the turn. Temple Garden. Untapped.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Sam.
Sam.
Mr. Frodo.
Frodo.
I would like to go to the beginning of combat.
Mm-hmm.
I have a window here, right?
Yep.
And then I would like to pay 2.
One.
I'd like to pay 1
Yep.
to sacrifice a food token to gain 3 life.
And you've got the ring bearer.
I would now like to go to attacks.
Yep.
When Frodo attacks, he's got vigilance. If you've gained 3 life, the ring tempts you. Frodo is going to become my ring bearer. Cannot be blocked by creatures with greater power.
I'm going to block with Stoneforge Mystic.
Pass.
And to turn, I'm going to activate Urza's Saga.
Yes.
Making a card construct. I'm going to untap. Draw. This goes to 3. I'm going to activate Urza's Saga. Making a construct. Now this is making me wish that I grabbed Shadow Spear instead of Skull Clamp, but I was operating under the assumption that I would draw a land. I did not draw a land. So that means that I have to get something else. I mean, I could get Shadow Spear. It's probably fine. But what if instead we just grabbed a Mox Sapphire?
Oh, you forgot that too. That's so weird. We're going to have to replace that with a basic planes as
No,
well.
that's fine. It's right there. Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to play Skull Clamp.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go to combat.
Yep. That's a 4/4.
Attack for 4.
How much do I care?
Well, you're gaining 3 life a turn minimum.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. No blocks.
Okay.
I will go to 17.
Go ahead.
Untap. Untap. Draw for the turn. Oh, that's a good one. Three. I'm going to cast a Tireless Provisioner. I'm going to play an Urberg.
Urberg.
Going to make a food token when that comes into play.
Urborg's in play.
Urborg's in play.
All right, chat, be cool. Chat.
Chat.
Then I'm going to pay 4 mana, ow, And I'm going to cast Knight of Sweet's Revenge.
Oh, God.
When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. Foods you control have tap, produce a green. And then 7 mana, sacrifice Knights of Sweet Revenge. Creatures you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of foods you control, activate as a sorcery. I need a second food token here.
I've got one for you.
I only have the one. All right. So I'm going to go to combat. Sam's going to make a food. I'm going to tap a food to eat another food, gaining 3. Frodo is going to attack, and because I gain 3 life, and he's my ring bearer, we move to the 2nd level of the ring. So whenever your ring bearer attacks, draw a card and discard a card.
Yep.
So I'm going to loot
Okay.
and put this scrubland into my graveyard.
Sure. I'll block with Stoneforge.
Okay. Then, if Frodo's your ring bearer and the ring has tempted you 2 or more times, draw a card.
Okay. That's pretty good.
I pass.
Okay. Well, I want to shut that down.
I would like you not to shut that down.
I have some bad news for you.
All right.
Is that I might have to shut that down.
I only have 1 card in hand. Why would you shut that down?
Because you only have 1 card in hand. I'm going to Path to Exile your Frodo.
Oh, Frodo! So I need to track that I'm at level 2 the ring.
Yep.
And I need to get a basic land that is of the white variety, because that is the color that I cannot produce the most mana of.
I am then going to play Steel Overseer.
Oh, yep.
And I'm going to go to combat.
Hold on. Oh, this guy.
He's got his deck in his hand. He takes it.
How big are your constructs?
They are currently both 5/5s.
They're both 5/5s, and both of my elves are currently tapped?
Yeah.
It's extremely rude.
Well,
I'll take 10.
okay.
I'll go to 9.
You got a 9. Go ahead.
Untap, untap. I've got food tokens. Untap. Draw for the turn. You're at 20. I'm going to cast Demonic Tutor.
Oh. Yep.
So one of the interesting things here is I haven't quite figured out the best cards in my deck yet, right? Like
Yeah.
this is such a new deck that I wonder if I can kill you.
Huh?
I don't know. I just don't know. Just wonder if I can kill you, right? I probably can't right now.
Me being at 20 is a bit of a pisser.
Yeah. That's another one. All right, I'm going to just grab all the cards that are kind of interesting right now because we are in the extra game. Just look through everything here. Yep. All right, and these are cards that we haven't actually seen yet from the deck. So obviously Solitude's neat. Solitude just kills your Steel Overseer before that gets out of control. But I'm also looking at Thousand Moon Smithy, Chatterfang, and Academy Manufacturer right now. They're all really cool, right?
I think you gotta go for the Manufactor. That card seems pretty busted.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about this, but I think maybe let's just have some fun, right?
I mean, you got a bunch of mana. You can chump block if you need to. You got more food.
I got food. I'm getting at least 1 food.
Yeah.
At least, but with Tireless Provisioner, then it gets a lot higher than that, which is kind of cool. And then I start getting more and more mana off the Knight of Sweet's Revenge here.
Yes.
Which might even just kill you too.
Which, yeah, you get a lot of mana to crack those clues that you're getting.
Yeah. So, I'd like to cut.
No.
All right, so I've tapped 2. I'm going to tap 3 next. I'm going to play the Academy Manufacturer. Then I'm going to play a land, Yavimaya. Tireless Provisioner is going to make me a food.
Is there any reason why that's tapped?
No.
All right.
It's going to make me a food token, so this is going to go to 3. And then the Academy Manufacturer is going to turn that into a clue and a treasure as well. Which is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to go to combat.
Yep.
And Sam's going to make me a food token.
Yep.
Do we have another black D6? Just specifically a black one.
Yes.
Cool. Which is going to get me another clue and another treasure. And then I'm going to pass.
Yikes. Untap.
Let's go, Serge.
We got something happening over here. This deck is very cool. it's very different to Pilot, though.
I'm a big fan of food decks and stuff. Like I play them a lot in Commander, and yeah, I feel that.
I think I need about 50 more games with this deck, you know?
Okay. Saheeli, Sublime Artificer.
Seems... Oh, you don't have the land, though. That's all right. Yeah.
I'm going to cast Welding Jar. Saheeli trigger.
It's getting a little spooky.
Make a servo.
Yep.
Play a land. Fetch. For a basic plains.
Could have been in Tundra.
Fun game, huh? I deserve it. Question is, do I want to tap this now or tap this later?
You're fine.
I'm going to -2 Saheeli and make this Skull Clamp into a copy of Mox Sapphire.
Oh, that's a clever line.
And I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to Fateful Absence your Academy Manufactor.
Is there anything I can do in response? I don't think there is, other than be sad.
Yeah, you could draw a card. If you want. You are at 9.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, it's just gonna die.
And you make a clue.
Ah!
And I get a servo.
Dreams come true.
I know, I know. Combat. These two at you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're 8/8s.
I'll block with the 2 elves.
Sure.
And then before they die, I'm gonna lose 1 life, and then I'm gonna gain 6 life.
Okay. You go up to 14. Go ahead. This is now back to being a Skull Clamp.
End step, I'm going to sack a clue.
Mm-hmm.
End step, I'm going to sack a clue.
Yep.
Going to play a Caracas, make another food token.
Mm-hmm.
How do I kill you at this point, though, is the problem. Especially now you took out my Academy Manufacturer.
This deck could probably run a board wipe.
Like a Wrath or something?
I think Damn or Toxic Deluge.
Yeah.
Because Deluge, you have a bunch of high toughness creatures.
Yeah. Just a way to sort of clear the junk out of the way.
Yeah, and then Damn, you got the spot removal or just clear the board, which is kind of nice.
They only get +6/+6. They don't even get trample.
No.
They don't even get trample, Wheeler.
Unplayable.
Man. 3 mana. I'm going to cast a Lurrus.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I'm going to recast a Llanowar Elf because
Yep.
I can't recast the Academy Manufacturer.
That's correct. For the record, I didn't have this Fateful Absence when I said Manufacture was the...
I mean, either way, there's the correct line, even if you're...
I do think it is the correct line. Like, look at what you've,
Yeah.
you know...
Look at what I've become.
Behold.
19. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to make a food token. I'm going to pass the turn.
End of turn, I'm going to activate this.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough green dice in the world. Maybe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You only need 5.
Yeah. I only need 5 for now. That's the problem.
2
Untap.
cards in hand. You have a Skull Clamp.
Yeah. Which now I actually
You
can't
fool.
play with
Yeah,
Servo. I was thinking about doing it halfway through. But
Yeah,
I think I'm at the point where I need to start pressuring you. Ooh. That's kind of hot. Wait. Pause. Don't play the new card just because it's the new card. Let's at least think whether or not this is correct. I mean,
Do you not have any clues to sack?
I'm going to cast...
Oh, that
Case
new
of
card.
the Filched Falcon.
Yeah.
I make a servo, and then I get a clue, which I believe I... Oh, no, I brought a backup clue token. And I control 3 or more artifacts.
So it is now solved.
I don't even have to go to my end step.
No, at his end step.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
If unsolved, solve at the beginning of your end step.
There you go.
It's pretty cool.
And it's 3 mana, and you can turn something into a 4/4.
Turn
Is that
any
right?
artifact into a 4/4 bird.
Yep. Bird, right? It flies.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm actually going to clamp this new servo.
Okay.
And draw 2 cards.
Yep.
Ooh. Combat. Mm-hmm. These.
So you're attacking me with 2 2s because they can now become 3 3s. And you're also attacking me with 2 large lads, I see. So I'm at 14. Well, a little bit more than that. So if I chump block 1, and how much do I care about Lurrus? Lurrus keeps giving me chump blockers, but that's about it. Might be okay to get one of these off the board. So if I block like this... Wait, how much damage am I taking if I don't block?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's currently 20.
Yeah.
And this is currently an additional 4, so 24. And if I activate this, it's going to be 28.
28. If I-
20, currently 28.
So if I eat food tokens, I lose the ability to also kill you with the overrun. So I'm like, that's the line we're looking at there.
Right.
Yeah, I'm probably supposed to chump, block, and then take
This is currently unblocked.
9.
If those are your blocks, I'll have effects before.
Do you? Wasn't this game that you had the Agonja that I know about? No, I haven't had attacked
no,
you,
no.
so I don't know about that. Yeah, DM, I do that.
I'm going to tap my Steel Overseer.
Yep.
Buff. Or sorry. More importantly, no, I have to do it this way. I'm going to tap Steel Overseer.
Okay.
So pump these.
Yep. Pump up the jams.
Pump it up.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pass priority and go to damage.
I'd like to use Caracas to return Lurrus to my hand.
I'm going to respond. Exiling a Teferi
Ooh.
and paying 1. I'm going to March of Otherworldly Light your Lurrus.
Okay.
I make a servo.
Yep.
So This was the only one that was unblocked?
Yeah, so
Is that correct?
10.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
Because I made the new one.
I go to 2.
I'm going to pass the turn. The case of the Filch Falcon is now solved.
Okay. I'm going to pay 6 mana, or 3 mana, pardon me. Sacrifice 3 of these, gain 9 life, go to 11.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. And then I've got 1 and 1. I'm going to crack this clue to draw a
I
card.
think you played that elf off Luris this turn.
I do not have the mana for that.
Unless you played the Elves of Deep Shadow unblocked.
No. Wait, no, the elf is dead anyways because I chump blocked with
Right,
it.
okay.
Okay, I did just try and cheat. That's fine. I'm at 11.
That's fine.
I'm at 11. Nice catch. Shing. That is a very medium draw. I think I just died of these constructs. Because I got land in hand.
Oh. You got clues.
So I mean it gets me, yeah, that's fair. Let's give it a start here. We're gonna crack the clue. Rip in just straight gas off the top. That's not supposed to be in my deck.
Well. Now we know who the real champion is.
How did that even end up in my deck?
My guess is you pulled out a series of cards that you wanted
And then somehow shuffled that back in.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the prize pick is a good saving. Let's just call it there, my friend. Hey, thank you very much.
GG's.
Yeah. All right. I am so motivated
Yeah.
to brew more about this deck. This deck is really, really, really interesting. And I don't know, I thought that these games were a lot closer than the end result might have looked as well.
They were a lot closer.
Yeah.
And I think that the spots where the game slips away are spots where you get to make some changes to the deck with that in mind.
Yeah.
And can actually provide yourself with some answers.
I think the things that I was seeing was like, so both Ben's deck and Serge's deck, like obviously have like an engine sort of that they're creating, but the parts of the engine that Wheeler was putting down are still threats on their own.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. I think like of the cards that I saw, like Meriadoc Brandybuck is like, it's a cool card and it says food and its food matters, but it kind of comes down as like this bear in a lot of things, right? So it's like, I wonder how many cards come out that are like, that say food and instead you take, like a really decent card that just says when you gain life or something like that, right?
There's a lot of tricky situations where these cards rely on very specific board states because they're commander cards and you have the opportunity to attack different players. Mm-hmm. And when your opponent's got, let's say, a Batterskull, you can't get the free attack in with a 2/2.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be neat. I am not demoralized. I'm actually very motivated to sit down and give this a once over
Hell yeah.
and see what we can do with it. Obviously the Blues Clues deck was sick. I think that was already in such a powerful shell.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't want to critique. I don't feel like it really did anything too different.
Not
like
really.
Some of the top
I
decks are already doing.
it just added more. There were more. I found myself with more lines where, because I actually what it ended up doing was cut the curve.
Interesting.
Because I added. I had the case.
Yeah.
The new Thraben Inspector.
Yeah.
The Wojek Investigator, which is the angel that investigates if I have fewer cards in my hand than my opponent.
Sure, yeah, the
which is pretty
2/4.
good in a
Yeah.
deck where you're dumping your hand.
Yeah.
And then
Probably had the new 2/3, the Gadgeteer.
I had the Gadgeteer.
Yeah, that card's cracked.
So all these cards where I was trimming from the top end, like I was cutting.
Are you still playing like Kappa Cannoneer and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, but that card's 1 mana.
Okay, sure, that's fair.
Yeah,
I'm curious when you look at a list, like if we were to compare Davey B's list and what you're playing now, like how different those looking. It was bold of you to cut Tundra. I don't think a lot of people would have gone that direction, but I like it.
I just think it's better in my desk. I think it's better just on my desk. That's a matchup that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching North 100 Showdown, a Canadian Highlander throwdown. If you've been brewing food, I'm really curious. Post your list down in the comments below. I'd love to see what you've been up to. I've been Serge. I want to say a huge thank you to my opponent, Wheeler. Shout out to Ben on Tech.
Thank you.
And thank you to all of you with your support. We couldn't do this without you. So thank you over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You keep the lights on, and you give me the financial support needed to try new and exciting brews like Food Fight. Reminder, if you got questions, if you want to see the information, comment section's amazing. The description's got lots of information about our decks and the format and stuff like that. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.